Okay, so I was like 17, which was like sometime in the past, and like maybe 1 week before my 18th birthday, I was at Family Fun Arcade. It was like 11 o'clock at night, and I'm just beating ass, man. I'm just, parrying and supering and headbutting and stuff like that. And the second I get off the machine, cause I was tired of winning so much, a cop taps me on the shoulder and asks me to come outside. And then he starts talking to me about how I can't be there because it's past curfew. He came into the arcade and took me out. So basically, this guy takes me out of the arcade, puts me spread eagle against the glass, searches me, asks me if I have any weapons or drugs, and blah 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 blah, and says, you're in violation of curfew. So I'm like, okay, write me a ticket and cut me loose, No, that's not what happened. He cuffed me and then put me in the back of the squad car, and then he drove down to the station. And as I'm walking handcuffed out of the car into the station, my sweatshirt falls off. Like, it's the zipper kind, so it falls off, but it gets caught around the back of my hands. So it's dragging just like on the ground through the clothes, and I'm like trying to put it back on and everything. They didn't give a shit. They just let it just drag all over the place. Once we get into the station, they walk me past all these douchebags, and then I get pulled into this room. And this is true, by the way. This isn't some horseshit. They put me in this room. It's just like a small square room with a table in it, and then a chair on one side, and then a chair on the other. I kid you not, straight out of the movies. And I'm like, what the hell did I do? What? This can't be for a curfew. This makes no sense at all. This can't be for curfew. So basically, the cop puts me in there, sits me down, doesn't uncuff me or anything, and then walks out. About 30 minutes later, a guy in plain clothes come in. A detective or some garbage like that. And I guess they're trying to scare me or something like that, or I don't understand. I don't understand their tactic, getting my badass street fighting self off the streets. They could be arresting drug dealers or some garbage. So I'm in this room, this detective is grilling me, blah 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 blah. He keeps on asking me where I live. I show him my driver's license. He's like, is there any other way you can confirm that you live there? I'm like, how else do people confirm where they live? On their driver's license. Isn't that what the idea behind having an ID is? They're like, call your mom. I'm like, well, she's in Idaho, and it's probably middle of the night there because it's 11 here. Good luck. Here's her number. They call, she doesn't pick up because she's sleeping or something. Call your dad. Well, good luck. So basically, they don't get in touch with anyone, and now they have a 17-year-old kid in their station at 12 o'clock at night. After they keep on grilling me and asking me all these questions which have no grounds for anything, have you ever done drugs? Do you deal drugs? What is the point of this? I don't understand. What the hell did I do to be here? After I was like, no, this is it. What else do you want me to tell you? The detective gets up, walks out, and as he's closing the door, he says, the Mexicans are gonna have new white meat in juvie. What the fuck, bro? I don't understand. Okay, so curfew equals juvie. Mysterious. What? Huh? I don't know how you can get off saying that as a detective or a cop, but this guy, he did it. He's an outstanding citizen around Balboa. Those are outstanding officers. Anyway, after they realize they can't release me to anyone because I don't have any family near me, let's see, 1 o'clock at night, they decide, well, shit, we messed up, and I'm still cuffed, by the way. They walk me to their squad car, put me in the back seat, and then take me all the way from the valley, Balboa, into Simi Valley, leaving my car in the valley. They drop me off in front of my house. But first, they decided to wake up the people that lived below me to ask me if I really lived at my apartment. By the time we got in to see me, it was like 2 something, and they knocked on the door, and I'm cuffed with these 2 cops, and my neighbors walked out of the door and like, what the hell's going on? And all the cop did was point to me. He said, does this kid live above you? He says, yeah. He says, okay. And then the cops drop me off right in front of my door, uncuff me, go to their car, and drive away. But next day, I have my friend drive me back to the valley to get my car. And it's gone. But that's the story of what people had to go through back in the old days, before this internet crazy stuff and Street Fighter Online. I think that's it. How do I do this?